Today, we're diving into a feeling that a lot of really successful leaders know, but almost nobody talks about. It's that sense of emptiness you get right at the peak of your career. We're going to break down this whole phenomenon, which some people have started calling corporate nihilism.
I mean, that's a heavy question, isn't it? It can just stop you dead in your tracks. You could be in the middle of your craziest week. You just smashed a huge target, and instead of that rush of accomplishment, you get this quiet, nagging thought. What am I even doing this for?
Look, you've done everything by the book. You climbed the ladder, you got the title, you built an amazing team, and you hit your targets quarter after quarter. On paper, you are the dictionary definition of success. But what you're feeling, it isn't just burnout. It's not boredom. It's something way deeper, right? A kind of meaninglessness that you know the next bonus or promotion just isn't going to fix.
Now, let's be clear, this isn't some clinical diagnosis. It's just a name for this thing that so many people are going through. Corporate nihilism is basically that crisis of meaning that kicks in when all the external rewards of your job, the money, the status, they just don't line up with your internal sense of purpose anymore. And honestly, it's like a silent epidemic happening in the C-suites and corner offices everywhere.
So how does this even happen? How do you get to the top of the mountain only to feel like you climbed the completely wrong one? Let's dig into the root causes of this feeling, what we're calling the pointless climb. This feeling really starts to bubble up when you, as a leader, start asking questions that you just can't answer with a spreadsheet or a dashboard. You're not asking about quarterly profits anymore. You're asking about your own contribution, your real impact. The whole question shifts from, what am I achieving, to, why does any of this matter?
And this isn't just some random, fuzzy feeling. It's actually a pretty predictable result of our modern work culture. When you boil it all down, there are three core drivers that are just slowly chipping away at our sense of purpose.
Yeah, it's really a combination of these three things. First, our strategies have become totally obsessed with metrics, and we kind of forgotten about meaning. Second, the constant, relentless pressure to perform means there is zero time for reflection. And third, leaders are often so deep in the weeds of just doing that they haven't checked in with their own internal compass, sometimes for decades.
And this quote it nails the problem perfectly. Think about it. The ladder is your career path, right? The promotions, the wins. But if that ladder isn't leaning against a solid wall, a wall of your own personal purpose and meaning, then every single step up is just taking you higher and higher into, well, empty space. But here's the thing. Feeling this way is not a sign that you failed. Actually, it's the exact opposite. It's a critical signal. It's a massive opportunity to make a strategic shift, to completely redefine what success actually looks and feels like for you.
Okay, so if this feeling is a turning point, how do you, turn? What's the next step? Well, it's an actionable framework. And this isn't about quitting your job and moving to a mountain. It's about totally transforming your career from the inside out.
So, the path forward really has three main steps, and it all starts with a pause, a deliberate choice to just stop climbing for a second and look inward. We're going to walk through each one, rediscovering your why, then reframing your role, and finally, redesigning the world you work in.
All right, step one is everything. Your why, again. Look, this isn't the mission statement that's printed on the lobby wall. This is your personal, non-negotiable reason for doing what you do. It's about getting back in touch with the values, the passions that got you started in the first place, way before all the targets and titles took over.
Once you've reconnected with your why, this next shift in perspective is incredibly powerful. Your role literally transforms. You stop being just a manager of tasks, and you become a creator of meaning. Suddenly, your job isn't just about delivering value to the company, it's about building a purposeful environment for your entire team. And finally, you can't do this alone. You can't sustain purpose in a vacuum. This step is all about doing an audit of your entire professional world. The people you work with, the culture you're in, even the board you answer to. Are they aligned with this new sense of purpose? And if not, it's time to strategically redesign that ecosystem.
And let's be crystal clear about something. This is not some fluffy, soft skills exercise. We live in an age where AI can optimize a process and analyze data better than any human ever could. The one thing, the only thing, it can't replicate is genuine human meaning. Purpose becomes your ultimate competitive advantage for you and for your whole organization.
So this entire process, it all leads to this fundamental shift in what your ultimate goal even is. It's not just about building a career anymore. It's about consciously and deliberately shaping a legacy.
The whole transformation is from accumulation to contribution. I mean, the old goal was about getting more money, a bigger title, a larger team. The new goal is about giving back. It's about leaving a lasting, positive impact on people, on your industry, an impact that goes way beyond this quarter's targets.
This quote really just gets right to the heart of it all. Your purpose isn't going to be defined by your peak salary or the biggest headline you ever got. It's defined by the value you created when no one was looking, when the spotlight was gone. The contribution that actually outlasts the career itself.
And that leaves us with one final question for you. After all the targets have been hit, after all the titles have been achieved, what's the mark you want to have left on the world? Because answering that question, that is the very first step off the pointless climb and onto the path of building a legacy that truly matters.